When is the rain gonna end? Here comes the rain again. The sun's starting to come up. It's been raining hard all night. I thought today we were supposed to get a light rain. That would have helped out on getting the crew over here to finish up some of the work on the house. It just doesn't look like it's going to happen before Minnie and I leave. There's the cat, always wants to be a part of the video. Still, I want to go over and take a look to see what's going on. I might get a little bit wet. I'm starting to kind of doubt whether the guys are going to show up today or not, because it's already around 6:30 a.m. in the morning. They would be getting ready for work. They probably are getting up, looking at all this rain, and then kind of going, uh-oh. Most of the work is outdoor work. That's what the main problem is. Let me see if I can give you a shot of what's going on over here. Still a little dark, but you could probably see they're working on putting the soffit in underneath the roof there. And that's kind of hard to do in the rain. Yesterday they managed. They put some tarp up over here, and they ran the metal supports for the Hardy Flex. But if it were me, I wouldn't want to be doing it. I'm a little bit frustrated because it's been raining so hard lately, and that means also that they've been limiting or curtailing the ferry transports over to Cebu. So this whole thing may turn out to be a real big pain in the ass. Welcome to the Philippines. It's the kind of stuff that you have to deal with when you live here. You sort of have to work around the tropical weather. Anyway, let's go over to the house and see what's going on. Let me see if I can grab my zapatos. I hope my phone doesn't fry from getting wet. I'm not taking an umbrella over. Oh man, you could see all the water. It's wet. It's puddling pretty good. I've never seen it like this. Doesn't usually flood here, but you see all this water pooling up out here. Down the road, there goes the cat. We got to start cleaning this place up. All this construction trash, it's got to be moved out of here. Let me set my coffee down. Make sure we don't have any squatters in here before I enter. Oh, is there anybody here? That cat, I'm telling you. That cat is the star of the show. All right, let's come on in. I see they're moving all the supplies into room number 1 there. And we got supplies here. I noticed that they were finishing underneath here, so that's a good thing. I like this to be nice and crisp and clean, and it looks like they're doing a great job. Looks like they're almost finished working underneath here. I have not seen the electrician in a few days, and I've asked him to show up so that we can do a few things. One of the things I like for him to do, let me turn some light on here. Yeah, I can see there's water making its way down in here. So here's one thing that I wasn't expecting. Right here, this is slippery when wet. So we're going to have to get that clear spray stuff that has the sand in it. And it's rough right here. It's rough down here. You get over here in this design, and it turns out it wasn't such a great idea because it needs to be a rough surface. So when you're over here and it gets wet and you're cleaning, it's no good. You could slip and fall, and I don't like that idea. So we're going to have to pick up some of that spray. You know, it comes in a can, or we're going to have to roll it on so we can get a nice gritty surface on there. How does this cat know? How does this cat know that I'm filming? We still haven't gotten the bump guns installed on there. I'll probably have to do it myself. We have to drill a couple of holes there so we can put the holder. I don't know why the plumber didn't do that for us. He could have just set the, he could have installed it and then laid the bum guns on the floor and not worry about the holders. I would have put those in. The electrical is still not here for the heater. That's a long hose right there. So probably have to get a real long extension hose to reach where that heater's going to go. Oh yeah, City Hardware installs those for us for free. So you purchase them, they give you all the stuff for the installation, and then when you're ready they send someone on over to hang it for you. That's pretty easy to install too, because you just screw it on right here, down here. This is for a bucket. Tabo. This right here is for the heater. Two-way valve, something like that. And down here we purchased two-way valves, so we have to change that out. I'll have to admit, this plumber that we hired, he did a nice clean job. I mean, I am really happy. Oh, they're working on this down here too. You can hardly tell. You can hardly tell that we had to move the piping over. Man, that's exciting. I didn't even notice that until now. We got power here, of course. We got power there. You know me. Let's see what's going on in this twin bathroom. So the walls in here, they were a little bit, it wasn't square, It was cattywampus. So the tile guy did his best to square everything up. And I would say that he did a pretty good job. I could definitely live with it. Definitely. Again, you got the same setup. You got the water supply here. We'll have to figure out, put some pasta in there to seal that up. I don't like water getting behind there. And we'll straighten all that out. The toilets do flush. I think I might have showed you that on the other video. So far, I'd have to say there isn't a reason to hook up a water pressure tank or the pump. And so I think we're off the hook as far as that goes for a little while anyway. It all depends on how much use this is going to get. So far, the idea or the plan for this house is as a guest house, or it's for us to move back and forth between the main house and here when we need a change of scenery. I know it sounds silly. A lot of expats come over here and they build guest houses for people, People to use that are visiting, family and friends. Usually you want them to have a nice place to stay. That's nice. When you offer that up to them, they appreciate it. We still have a lot of work to do outside underneath the soffits here. And then we have to vent them. This door froze up on us. It expanded. That's going to have to be dealt with. I was hoping that I wasn't going to have to deal with stuff like this anymore. That we had solved all the door problems. But it expanded as it got colder. That's what I'm talking about. They've done all these soffits so far. They've done a great job. It's amazing. I'm very impressed by their work. This crew we got going, they are great. Yeah, it's got a good first impression, don't it? Yeah, like I said, we got a lot more work to do, but it's going to be on hold after tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the last day for this crew. Man, Minnie and I, we're heading out of town, and we're not going to be back for about 3 weeks. We're headed to Taipei, Cebu, Manila, and LA. And Sacramento, California, where we come from. Sacramento to visit. So that's about all I got for today. I wish we, had another month to wrap this up, but it's no big deal. It's no big deal. We still have to have the city come over and inspect it so we can occupy it. We don't have the power yet. Power supply company will charge you a fee based on how many outlets and fixtures you have in your building. So someone told me that this fee here for all this stuff is going to be between 12 and 15,000 pesos. That's about 300 bucks. It's been a year since we've been anywhere. Still needs to be tiled. Also have to put stairs there, and actually the stairs on the side and in the back right through there. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.